season, and I'm only a couple hours away.
I thought you were traveling with your buddy from Salt Spring.
Yeah, I gotta meet Tanner at my place in 10.
So then why did you trailer Montana over here?
Heartland Season 19. Episode 9, Revenge, takes the ranch on an emotional ride filled with returning faces, old heartbreaks, and a growing danger lurking in the fields. The episode opens with Georgie rolling back into Heartland beside Peter, soaking in the familiar landscape with a smile that says she's missed it. Meanwhile, Lou is giving the police a piece of her mind about the cattle thefts. With no extra officers available, Jack steps in with his classic grit. Then we protect our own land. The family quickly gets to work installing security cameras across the property. Nathan soon arrives with Bigby, Gracie's new ranch horse that proved too much for her to handle. Without telling Gracie, he brings Bigby to Amy, knowing she's the only one who can help. Amy catches him up on the rustler problem just before Peter and Georgie surprise the rest of the family at the ranch. Georgie proudly announces she's competing in the Spring View Grand Prix next weekend, but the excitement quickly softens when Lou checks her ring finger only for Georgie to reveal she and Quinn have broken up. The news hits all of them hard. At dinner, Georgie openly shares that the breakup was her choice and she stands by it. She admits she's been struggling with Phoenix in the jumping ring and asks Amy to help her train them once she's done with Gracie's horse. Lou doesn't hide her disappointment about Amy assisting Gracie, but Peter gently redirects the conversation, reminding them all to enjoy having the family together. While Amy is working Bigby, a man named Shim approaches claiming he's an old hockey buddy of Dax. When he finds out Dax is at the rodeo grounds, he heads there. At the arena, Dax and River are tangled in a kiss rather than training, prompting a frustrated Katie to break them up. Shim arrives moments later, but Dax shuts him down instantly and storms off, skipping practice again. Out in the fields, Lou and Jack set up cameras where cattle first went missing. Lou syncs everything to her phone just as Peter and Georgie finish a jog. Peter encourages her to stop bottling up her emotions. After he leaves, Georgie calls Quinn repeatedly, no answer. She leaves a voicemail, her voice cracking just enough to reveal how much she still cares. Back at the ranch, Gracie shows up furious, telling Lou that rustlers hit her ranch too. When she sees Bigby in the pen, she instantly turns on Amy, accusing her of going behind her back. Amy tries calming her down, explaining Nathan brought the horse because he believes she wouldn't accept help. Gracie demands to train the horse together, but it's clear the tension is far from resolved. Lou helps Gracie set up her own camera system, with Peter quietly impressed by Lou's effort to be a good neighbor. Elsewhere, Georgie coaches Katie when River bails on practice again. Georgie steps in as her partner and the two perform flawlessly. Katie then asks if Georgie can permanently be her partner. But Georgie hesitates and questions whether Katie might be jealous of Dax and River. Katie denies it, but the irritation in her voice tells another story. During Bigby's training, Gracie watches Amy work and admits Amy reminds her of Marion, who once mentored her. When Gracie tries to take over training, the horse immediately reacts badly, forcing Amy to call for a break. The next morning, Lou discovers the cameras were shut off in the middle of the night. The fence gate hangs wide open. 10 more cattle gone. The rustlers removed the camera batteries and used blind spots to sneak in. Jack argues he should have camped out. Lou refuses to risk his safety. They decide to reposition the cameras, covering every angle the rustlers might use. Later, Nathan returns to the ranch, and Amy tells him she and Gracie are now both working with the horse. She also shares what Gracie said about Marion. Before their conversation can go further, Shim arrives again. The moment Dex sees him, he snaps. Shim tries to apologize, but Dex won't hear it. Old wounds burst open as Dex blames him for the injury that ended his hockey career. Emotions boil over until Dex suddenly punches Shim square in the face, proving the past is far from forgiven. Jack storms out of the house, shouting loud enough to shake the whole ranch. Amy, Nathan, and Lindy rush outside just in time to see him ordering Shim off Heartland property. His fury then turns on Dex. "You started a fight on my ranch. We're done. I want you gone in the morning." Dex doesn't even try to defend himself. Nathan soon has to head home, and afterward, Amy flips through Marion's old journal with Lindy. A name jumps out at her: Gracie. Marion had written something about her, something Amy never expected to see. Meanwhile, River shows up looking for Katie. He's upset, apologizes, and then drops the real reason he came. He wants her help because Jack is kicking Dex out. Katie refuses. River snaps, accusing her of being judgmental. If you were really my friend, you'd be happy for me. He throws over his shoulder before walking off. Later, Gracie returns, determined to try again with her horse. That's when Amy finally confronts her about Marion's journal entry, the incident where Gracie once whipped her horse. Gracie bristles, saying Marion ruined her shot at becoming a trainer. She leaves before her emotions spill over completely, but she comes back again, softer this time. Amy tells her that Marion regretted how things ended, that she felt she failed Gracie. The truth cracks Gracie open. Through tears, she admits she was a kid. She messed up, and she swears she's not that person anymore. All she wants now is to make things right. That evening at the cookout, Katie confesses that she might have lost a friend. The words hit Georgie harder than expected, and she breaks down, thinking of Quinn. She tells Peter the breakup was brutal, that she blindsided Quinn and he's furious with her. She sobs into her father's arms, finally letting go of what she's been holding in. Back at the ranch, Gracie follows every instruction Amy gives, and slowly, Bigby settles. When Gracie finally gets the halter on, she breaks into tears. "You're really like your mom," she says. Amy's smile says how much that means to her. Night falls. A car approaches the fence line. Jack grabs his gun, convinced the cameras aren't enough, and steps forward ready for trouble. But it's Lou. Both of them, it turns out, couldn't sleep knowing Rustlers were still out there. When Jack snaps at her to go home, Lou breaks down. "Everything I do is for my family. I'm terrified we're going bankrupt." Jack pulls her into a gentle hug as she cries. Inside the house later, Amy and Nathan share a quiet moment together and Kiss Lindy catches them, but just smiles and walks away. Lou and Jack keep watching the gate until they finally decide to head back. Just then, they hear the sound of a cattle trailer. Jack instantly knows there's another loading spot. He rushes off and discovers someone cutting the fence. When the man turns, Jack's blood runs cold. It's Wes Kelstrom from season 1. Jack points his gun and orders him to surrender, but Wes isn't alone. His partner blindsides Jack, knocking him out. Lou arrives too late to stop them and finds Jack on the ground. He tries to chase them, but Lou holds him back. They're long gone. The next morning, the police arrive. Lou managed to get the Rustlers' license plate number. The police have the name and address but can't share details yet. Jack has no patience for protocols. He calls Lisa's private investigator and gets the information himself. It confirms what he already knows. Wes Kelstrom is behind everything. Amy is stunned. She tells Nathan that Wes once stole Spartan and tried to burn down their barn. Jack, Lou, and Nathan immediately prepare to confront Wes at his property, but Amy and Peter desperately try to stop them. It's too dangerous. No one listens. Georgie calls Quinn and leaves an emotional apology, telling him she loves him and doesn't want to lose him from her life. The episode closes as Jack, Lou, and Nathan head out to face Wes, ready to defend their ranch no matter the cost. The screen fades on a thick cloud of tension. What happens next could change everything. The episode ends with Heartland facing heartbreaks, healing, and a dangerous threat that's growing bolder each night.